Good morning, YouTube. How are you this morning? I'm pretty good. It is about, well, I don't know, 7:30 Central Time. And I am in Breeze, Illinois at ProBuild. It's a lumberyard, basically, like a home improvement center. I think they do mostly commercial stuff. I got up at 4 and was going to take off by 4:30, 4:45, but I couldn't get out of my parking space. Some brain trust parked his truck in front of mine and a couple others and decided to go inside and take a shower, blocking in about 4 of us, maybe 5. So I had to wait. I even called the field desk and said, hey, you guys need to find this guy. This black here blocking us out. Because the guy next to me wanted to leave too. And not leave until about 5:10. So I didn't get here till 6:45. Not a bad drive. It was just really foggy this morning. Humidity was 100%. It was like 80 degrees. Insane. I got here, checked in, and they told me where to go and park and get my stuff off. I got back here and it took me 40 minutes, 35-40 minutes to get both the 8-foot drops off, fold it up, put away, and get the straps off before the forklift guy came around. Just started loading me. He's doing that now. He's got to unload me one bundle at a time. It's got a little forklift. You can't pick up both of them at the same time, or both of the stacks. So, not sure what the day holds. Once I get out of here, I got to find a place to go. Of course, after some empty call, they may already have a load planned for me, but I don't know. I doubt it. Figure out where I can go park for a little bit. The way station, the closed way station that I saw on Google Maps is no longer a way station. It is now commuter parking. It's about 12 miles down the road, and trucks are not allowed. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do or where I'm going to go. I did see a little pull off on the bridge, next to the bridge, coming into this town. So I may just go right over there and park it. I don't like parking on ramps or on the side of the road or anything like that, but I really don't have a choice because there's nowhere to park here. This place is in the middle of nowhere and there's no shoulders on the road, and they got no place for me to park. So I will let you guys know when I let y'all know. Bye. Good afternoon, YouTube. How are you this afternoon? I'm pretty good. Exhausted, but feeling good. It is 12:30 Central Time, and I'm at Pre-Coat Metals number 2, again, in Granite City, Illinois. I just got through loading, securing, and tarping 3 sets of slitted out of the side coils. It took about 45 minutes. I've been here about 2.5 hours. It took them an hour actually, from the time I arrived to the time he put the last coil on. And then it took me about an hour and a half to secure it and tarp it. I'm not really sure it should have taken that long. It took about 30 minutes to tarp it, but it took over an hour to secure it because there was another driver here that used to work at Maverick who had just got through loading, and he was helping me do my chain hookups while I was on the trailer, but we spent more time talking than actually getting any work done. But that's okay though. Yeah, it was cool, you know. It took about 30 minutes to double tarp it. Looks really good. Pictures on Facebook. And this one goes to Winchester, Virginia. Due Friday morning at 7 a.m. precisely. I haven't heard anything on whether or not I'm going to get a student or not. Usually, from my understanding, the trainers usually know by now. Maybe not. crossing the bridge is until 3 o'clock, so don't know. I guess I'll let y'all know when I find out. I got about 6.5 hours of driving time. I'm a 14 available, all driving time. Not really sure how far I'm going to get. It's 780 miles from here to there. So I'm going to have to do a chunk today, do a chunk tomorrow. And I can sleep at the receiver tomorrow. So, overnight. And we'll see what happens from there. So, I'll check back in with y'all later. Bye. Good evening, YouTube. How are you this evening? I'm pretty good. It's a nice evening. It's about 6 p.m. Central Time, and I am in Spiceland, Indiana, at the Flying J. I only had about an hour and a half left on my 14, so I decided to go ahead and stop. Got about 500 miles left to get to the consignee in Virginia. It's a pretty good drive. Hit a little bit of rain, not that big of a deal. Stopped for lunch in Terre Haute, Indiana. I found out that I'm not going to have a student this week. Apparently there was one assigned to me. He lived right there in Dallas-Fort Worth, about 20 miles from my house, apparently. But this morning, sometime, he was released from the program. I'm not really sure why. That this, from the point of going to a trainer after hands-on, there's only two reasons why that would happen. One, they couldn't pass the final eval for hands-on, and they didn't want to put him through another week of training, or he quit. Unless there's, you know, some other, I mean, there's probably 40 different termination codes that Maverick uses, and I can think of all of them off the top of my head, but short of him quitting or not being able to pass the final eval or having a really poor attitude, is all that, the only reason I could think of why he would be put on the truck. But I called in after a couple of the other guys I talked to that were in my class told me that they had their students and I hadn't gotten mine. So about 2 o'clock I called and talked to the student fleet managers to find out if I was getting one. If I was, where was the information? And they kind of gave me the story. That's cool. I mean, I wanted a student this week. I had thought about it and said, yeah, but that would give me another week to kind of, I guess, enjoy myself. Next weekend's my home time, if I get home. So, just have to play it by ear. I'm not really sure. I'd like to go ahead and get those curtains set up that I wanted to set up before the students get on the truck. So, all in all, it was a good day. I had a good load. I should say good unload this morning, real quick. And you know, it took a little bit long to load me, but I had a really good secured tarp job. And unfortunately, the load's kind of lopsided because the coils, they're slitted coils, and they're banded together, but they're different sizes. So the tarp doesn't sit completely even on the load, so it still waves a bit in the wind, but it's as good as it's going to get as far as tightness. Tried to tighten it up some more when I stopped, and I just couldn't get it any tighter, so just going to have to deal with it. So I'm going to pop inside, take a shower, and come back to the truck and surf the internet a little bit and get to bed. I don't know what time I'm going to get up. I don't have to be there till 6 o'clock Central Time tomorrow, so I'm not in that. I mean, Friday, 6 o'clock Central Time on Friday morning. I'm not really sure, not be in a rush, so I'll let y'all know how things go tomorrow. Till then, keep the shiny side up, 73s. I'll chat at you tomorrow. Good night.